And first tonight, the body of the missing Illinois State University graduate 25-year-old Jelani Day has been identified today. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Rebecca Brumfield.
And I'm Shelby Roberts. That news coming from the LaSalle County coroner today. We're expecting to hear from the Bloomington Police Department in a press conference at any moment now.
The LaSalle County coroner is telling us Jelani Day's body was found on September 4th in the Illinois River in Peru, but Bloomington police still haven't released why or what he was doing in the area. Investigators making the identification discovery through forensic dental identification and DNA testing and comparison.
Officials say Day's cause of death is unknown at this time, pending further investigation and toxicology testing. A Bloomington police spokesperson did tell us earlier today, though, it's still too soon to say whether foul play is involved, saying this could or could not be a homicide.
It brings some closure. We get some details out there. But again, it's just a terrible situation all the way around. Again, I couldn't put myself in their shoes, feeling how they would feel.
John Furman reminds people not all details have been released and this is still an active investigation. He would not comment on if the condition of the body when it was found. And as we mentioned, there's a press conference with Bloomington police happening now in this case after the coroners identified Day's body. Let's listen in.
Do we wait for the other group? Okay. So first I want to introduce myself. I'm Officer John Furman. I'm the Public Information Officer with the Bloomington Police Department. To catch people up on kind of this case, the Bloomington Police has been the lead, in the investigation behind Jelani Day's disappearance. The second thing I want to say and get out there, our thoughts and prayers are with Jelani's family, their friends, everyone that's involved in this. It's kind of touched the hearts of everybody in America. And I want to also tell people, especially on social media, things like that, make sure if your comments or anything like that are supportive and they're empathetic of what the family's going through. Personally, I don't know how I would be if I were in their shoes. So just remember to support them, be empathetic with them. They're going through a grieving process right now. So again, everybody try to, especially online, make sure that you're empathetic. So the next part, I'm just going to talk basically through this media release. Today, the LaSalle County Coroner's Office identified the male body that was found on September 4th as Jelani Day of Bloomington, Illinois. This was done through forensic dental identification and DNA testing and comparison. Currently, from LaSalle County Coroner's Office, the cause of death is unknown, pending further investigation and toxicology testing. For those who may not know all the information, Jelani Day was reported missing on August 25th, 2021 here in Bloomington. The family reported they had last spoken with him on the evening hours of Monday, August 23rd, 2021. Throughout part of the investigation, we learned that he was last seen on campus on August 24th. And then we learned some more information throughout the investigation that he was seen at Beyond Hello, a retail shop here in Bloomington. We released a lot of that information in hopes to solicit tips, on his location. On August 26th, Jelani's vehicle was located in Peru, Illinois. Based on the findings of that vehicle, Peru Police Department, along with other agencies, including the state police, did a coordinated search in the area. We collected a lot of evidence from the vehicle, and we were using a lot of that, evidence to go through digital data. So, the investigation continued while we were combing through a lot of that data. We relied heavily on different agencies throughout the investigation. The Peru Police Department did a great job in helping with us, soliciting leads. They asked for a lot of camera footage. Throughout that part of the investigation, we got some more information that I can't specifically release, which led to a large-scale search coordinated by several different agencies and professional search agencies, which that was on September 4th when we located the body. So they started that search in the early morning of September 4th. And then.
And you just heard from Officer John Furman with the Bloomington Police Department in the latest with the Jelani Day case. Again, his body has been identified. A story will continue to follow on air and online at ciproud.com.